La fleur. Numéro 29, Ken Dryden. Le numéro 16, Henri Richard. Le numéro 4, Jean Béliveau. Le numéro 9, Maurice Rocket Richard.
To you from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high.
Depuis les tout premiers Jeux Olympiques, la flamme sacrée a été le symbole du sport et du dépassement de soi.
And you know what was so magical about this show was that the people stood throughout the entire celebration, over a half an hour on their feet, standing and cheering every one of those players. The reverence for those Hall of Famers is just enormous here in Montreal. They respect the winning ways of this franchise and everything it's brought to this city. 24 Stanley Cups in its storied history, and 22 of them won here as residents of the Forum. Just a wonderful winning tradition. And it wasn't only the Hall of Famers on hand. Over 60 Canadians players were in the Forum tonight to see the final game. I had a chance to talk to a lot of them over the past weekend about that winning tradition, and this is what they had to say.
The Canadians win the Stanley Cup!
The Habs have made a habit of winning at home, and this old habitat has become synonymous with that winning spirit.
We were the leaders of all, really. I happened to go into two other teams, and Montreal has it all. They taught everyone how to win.
And the players learn how to win at the Forum. The secrets to success are said to be locked inside, in this dressing room, where the burden of responsibility has been passed down from one expectant generation to the next. But a new dressing room might ease that burden.
For the young generation, I think it's good for them too. Maybe they're going to have less pressure by moving out there, and but they're still going to have to win because the fans here in Montreal are very demanding.
Not just of the team, but the building too. The Forum has old-time charm, but it's fallen behind the times.
People don't remember the guys who played in the 1940s, so it's a change, continual change. It's going to be, after a few years, everybody will remember the new building and forget about this one.
Got to upgrade, you know, some of the thing, you know, either the rooms and even like the equipment of hockey has been upgraded. So I mean, it's the same with the hair, you know.
Old, it doesn't mean that it's not as good or maybe even better than some of the new buildings that are being put up. And but I know that as far as financially speaking, they just can't generate the type of income that they're going to be able to with the new building, and that's what it's about these days.
These days, it's about amenities, more seats and more services. And the Molson Center was the only way to generate the revenues needed to provide them.
The commodities of the building, the services for the customers and for the fans and everything else, it is time to change place.
But not tradition, says Uhl. Making a new building is one thing. What Montreal makes of it is another.
The arena itself, it's just a building. It's the human, you know, it's the person that it's coming to the new building, and those person knows exactly what it is to wear the Montreal Canadiens uniform, and I feel that nothing will change.
And you really think about it, Ray-Jean Houle does have a good point. Basically, you can feed off the past, but you can't live in the past. Let's face it, modern hockey has reached the point where they do need the revenue streams, and that's what the new Centre Molson will be all about, the Molson Center, and they'll open that up on Saturday night against the Rangers.